remain in a severe weather alert as we track Tropical Storm Henri. Wind speeds went from 75 miles per hour, minimum Category 1 hurricane, to 70 miles per hour, very strong tropical storm. The difference in impacts that you're going to feel at home, no change.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a difference when you really get down to it. It's pretty much the same impact across our region.
We are expecting to see Henri continuing to move onshore as we push through the day today. So right now it is, with the latest information, heading north at about 16 miles per hour, but a decrease in the forward speed is expected. And it's now sitting in cooler waters here of New England, and so some additional weakening is expected, but most of that happens after it's already moved onshore. Newport dealing with heavy rain, strong wind gusts right now. Conditions expected to continue to deteriorate during the morning hours here in the Newport area and inland as well. Our East Providence camera showing not much over the city of Providence. Real stormy day underway. 73 with a north-northeast wind in Providence right now. It's sustained at 20 miles per hour with those higher gusts. And we've been seeing for several hours now frequent wind gusts around that tropical storm force range, 30, 40 miles per hour along the coastline, and the winds increasing even inland too. It's not going to take huge wind gusts for us to knock out power, and the reason why, the ground is saturated. We've had so much rain this month and this summer so far, and so these sort of wind gusts have the potential to cause additional ice outages. New Shoreham with a recent gust on Block Island to 61 miles per hour. Narragansett with a peak gust of 55. Massachusetts, Mashpee 46, Buzzards Bay 44, and Quonset with a gust of 42 miles per hour. I expect to see some of these higher wind gusts now in these bands of more intense rainfall that are now set up over the coastline. And we've been talking about some of those rainfall rates being between about a half an inch to an inch of rain per hour. So those are those bands that as they rotate through the area as the storm gets closer to us, you're going to have that potential for some flash flooding. Here's the storm right now. It is sitting about 75 miles south of Providence with 70-mile-an-hour sustained winds, and from there expected to again head inland. You can see the state of Rhode Island, Block Island, South County, Providence, all within the projected path here of Tropical Storm Henri. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we expect this storm to be overland, weakening as it pushes across Massachusetts and potentially eastern Connecticut, and then heading east, taking that turn eastward Monday afternoon. So up in the short term here, next several hours into at least early afternoon and mid-afternoon, we have the potential for those 50 to 70 mile per hour sustained winds south of Providence, 40 to 50 inland. Here's an hour-by-hour look at the forecast. Next several hours in that heavy rain potential over parts of Rhode Island and Connecticut, especially 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Still very heavy rain, strong winds as Henri makes its way inland. Notice how the heavy rain starts to shift out of our area. We still have showers and stronger wind gusts, and that will continue overnight tonight. Here's how those winds are expected to amp up in the next few hours. 50-mile-an-hour gusts at 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon across most of Rhode Island, and that continues into the early afternoon. We'll see the winds change direction as the storm moves inland. So right now it's been an east and northeast wind, but we will see the winds turn to the south and southwest. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So with that, it'll push the water up the bay. One of the things we're concerned about is that forward motion of the ocean waters up the bay and along the coastline at our second high tide cycle this evening. So we'll be watching that one very closely. That's between 7 and 9 p.m. Yes, there is a power outage risk. I was just checking the numbers out recently, and so far so good. But I do think the next several hours we'll see the number of outages really increasing. The potential storm surge. So we've now made it to the first high tide of the day. Waves, the water levels were about 1 foot to 2 feet above normal levels. This afternoon, this evening, could see that increase to 3 to 5 foot storm surge. So the rest of today, rain, wind, tropical storm conditions from Henri. Temperatures holding in the 70s. Showers, but fewer of them tonight, with temperatures holding at about 72 degrees. And we've got some hot weather in store once Henri gets out of here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The highs will be up near 90 degrees. We may get some relief by early next weekend. And get the latest forecast at WPRI.com throughout the day.